Hey guys, LuckyHD here, and you know, it's kind of crazy. Like, it doesn't even feel like real or that it's actually happening. That tomorrow we are finally going to be playing Loomian Legacy's Atlanthian City Part 2. This is an update, obviously, where, you know, we have been waiting for 2.5 years, ever since literally July of 2021. And I mean, if you think back to when the last story update was 1.5 years ago. So again, we have been waiting a super long time for this update, and in this video we're just gonna basically be going over, you know, everything that you can expect tomorrow, you know, what all the new stuff is gonna be, and more. If you guys do enjoy this video, go down there, like, subscribe. Let's get straight into it. Alrighty, so first things first, we are going to be doing a live stream before Atlanthian City Part 2 comes out. We're going to be streaming hours beforehand, doing a ton of giveaways and all that stuff, so make sure you have your subscriber notifications on because you are not going to want to miss that. But when the actual update does come out, what are we going to see? Well, if you guys remember back to a couple days ago, Llama Studio actually put out a little tweet basically talking about what to expect for Atlanthian City Part 2. And the first thing of which, obviously, was the conclusion of the Atlanthian story. So basically, this update is going to wrap up everything that we kind of, you know, saw with Atlanthian City Part 1, finishing off all of the loose ends and all that stuff, and you know, we're finally going to be able to move forward. Next up, we have a new route. Obviously, that is a given, just considering the fact of, you know, screenshots that we've seen out on Twitter before, but it says new route, singular, so I don't know if it's just one route or what, but hey, it says that. Next up is 20 plus new Loomians. Now, here's where I want to actually do a little deep dive into what this kind of is. So it says 20 plus Loomians. Anytime that they say that, it's usually around 21 or 22, 23, like, they just kind of say that to fluff up the numbers, obviously, but if we kind of break it down, we've already seen or know about probably a half to 3/4 of all these Loomians that are coming to the game. So, starting out, we have the Playay line. The third stage, obviously, was revealed in Atlanthian City Part 1. The second stage was revealed inside of the little promotional thing, and the first stage was revealed inside of the little beach area. Next up, we have Somata. Somata is going to be a 2-stage line, most likely. I do not see this thing getting a third or a middle stage at all. Next up is the Sword Crab, which was teased also in the promotional image. If obviously all the stuff with the Conky thing is correct, which it most definitely is, this will also be just a 2-stage line. Next up, we have the Eel Pot Loomian. I know a lot of you guys probably forgot about this line right here, but this, we don't really know how many stages it will have. We know that it'll probably evolve, but how much, again, we don't know. Fenturn will have 2 stages, and I know you guys are probably like, well, LuckyHD, how do you know that? There was a leaked model of Fenturn's evolution. A lot of people on Twitter have already seen it. I'm not going to be reposting it onto my video because, you know, I want to respect the devs in that sense and not leak unrevealed assets. But next we have Scampy. Scampy, we don't know how many evolutions it's going to have, but most likely 2. And then we have Moldeka. Moldeka is probably going to be one of the roamings, and I say one of, because in the Atlanthian City Part 2 promotional thing, we saw this cave with red eyes, and that is most likely going to be a roaming, and realistically, it is probably the shark roaming that we saw in the lore thing. Considering this entire update is based on the Lost City and everything, again, this is probably going to be the one of the roamings right here, so we'll count that in there as well. But yeah, I mean, that leaves about really like 8 Loomians left in total, and there'll probably be another 3-stage line or 2, so all in all, we're probably going to be seeing maybe 2 to 3 unrevealed Loomian lines tomorrow. And that might be disappointing to some, but at the same time, you know, it's just a unfortunate series of events that, you know, everything like Playay and all that stuff, and all these Loomians that are going to be in Part 2, they were revealed so early on with the expectations, obviously, that Part 2 would be done sooner, and then, unfortunately, it didn't get, you know, finished sooner, as we all know. But going further into the actual Llama Studio post, we can look at a couple more things, obviously. update and determine, you know, what we're going to be getting. We know that we're going to be getting 6 soul-bursted Loomians. We know about 4 of them so far. We know that Ragoon is probably going to be getting one based on a deleted Jamie tweet where he accidentally said Ragoon's name when talking about Soul Burst. Then we also have Eruptodon, Stratosaur, and the 4th one, which, again, this is for all the people. If you have seen the leaks that are on the developers' profiles that, you know, were accidentally shown, you know what I'm talking about, but it's a starter, okay? That's all I'm going to say. We know that one as well. So yeah, I mean, there's going to be about 2 that we haven't seen yet, and what those are, we really don't know. And yeah, post-story content, again, what that is, no idea at all. I really hope it's like raids or something like that. But again, this is everything that we know for Atlanthian City Part 2 tomorrow. Everything that we know that we're going to be getting. Let me know your thoughts about this down in the comments below. Are you guys excited for this? This is definitely going to be pretty interesting. And yeah, tomorrow is quite literally like the make or break day for Loomian Legacy. Like, Loomian Legacy's entire future rests on this update and moving forward. So definitely gonna be, again, like I said, crazy tomorrow. But yeah, I'll see you guys there, hopefully on the stream. Peace.